Something I wish more people would have told me is that after college, most of your friends just disappear. Immediately after college, I felt really lonely, and I felt like most of my friends didn't care about me anymore and had their own lives going on, and that I just didn't have any friends. But here are 6 fixable reasons why you don't have friends, and I experienced all of them. You don't show up to places. It sounds really straightforward, but after college, just showing up to places can be really hard because after work you just want to go home and chill. But if you do that for all of your time, you're not going to make any friends. And the friends that you do have, they're probably going to have things going on in their lives, and you're not going to be nearly as much of a priority as you were to them in the past. There just are times in life where you have to make new friends, and to make new friends, you have to show up places and meet people. And as scary as that may sound, that is the biggest reason why you don't have friends. I know this sounds kind of cringe, just going out with the intention to make friends, but it's something that sometimes you just gotta do. So whether it's a Facebook meetup or a meetup, the meetup app. That's how I met a lot of friends, actually, is through meetup app. Just be aware of scams on meetup and Facebook, because a lot of times it's just like, come to our 20s and 30s hangout. You have to pay $20. What? And it's 3 drink minimum. What? Or just going to church if you're somebody that believes in that, or whatever your place of worship is, if you believe in anything. Physically being where people are and socialize, that's the number one thing you can do to start having friends. Or maybe you don't share the things that you're passionate about, because you're not going to make friends automatically just by showing up. It helps a lot, but you still need to have conversations that are memorable and that people care about and make you feel like you're a person and not just a robot talking about the weather. Most people hate small talk. It's okay to start off with small talk and be like, hey, how'd you find this place or whatever. But that's just to get the ball rolling. Small talk should lead to big talk. Talk about what you're passionate about. Talk about what you care about. Talk about what makes you angry. Talk about things that make you feel like a person and not a robot. People want to have conversations where they feel like they can have a connection with you. So don't be afraid to share what you're passionate about. Just, keep it civil and polite and, have good judgment. Be sure that when you talk to somebody and you want to be friends with them, that your conversation has depth. And on the flip side of that, maybe you don't have friends because when you meet people, you don't ask interesting questions. Look, I have a degree in communication. It was totally unnecessary, but I'm trying to justify it through this YouTube channel. And one of the really cool things that we learned in communication at San Diego State University was that the person asking the questions is the one leading the conversation. And the thing is, people love to talk. They love to talk about themselves. They love it when they have an opportunity to share something about themselves that they don't otherwise get to do. If you literally just Google interesting questions, keep like 5 of them in your back pocket, and just get the ball rolling from there. It might sound cheesy that you have predetermined conversation paths, but actually just ask interesting, in-depth questions about people's interests. What are they interested in? What makes them get out of bed in the morning? What are they most passionate about? If they could do anything with their time, money not being an object, what would they do? What's something about people that interests them? What's something about people that repels them? Be interested in what makes people tick, because people love talking about these things. They say the best way to be interesting is to be interested. Or maybe you don't have friends because you don't make plans with people. While it's great to go out and meet people, if you actually want to be real homies with them, you gotta follow up. You gotta be the one making the plans. You can't just wait around and sit around and wait for other people to make plans for you, because they're probably doing the same thing. And if you're all just waiting around, you're never gonna see each other, and if you don't have contact, you're not gonna be friends. It's gonna be weird. Making plans is super easy. You want to be the center of the friend group, if possible. I feel like I'm the center of my friend group because I'm always the one making plans, but whenever somebody else wants to make plans, I'm just like, thank you. I love being invited out too. I appreciate that. Because people love being invited out. They love the feeling that you thought about them, and they love the feeling that they're included in a group. Even if you're not super great friends with somebody, you could just do something real quick like, hey man, it was nice meeting you at church on Sunday. You want to grab some coffee on Saturday morning? Like, it's that simple. All you have to do is take a leap of faith and just ask them out. That also applies to romantic relationships, but that's out of the scope of this video. While it's great to be open-minded, maybe you don't have friends because you don't have standards for the company that you keep. Look, not everybody on earth is going to get along. Most people that you meet, you're not going to get along with, and that's totally fine. You just have to know that it's a numbers game, and that you have to have standards for yourself for what kinds of people you like and what kinds of people you don't like. Most people know these things inherently. You'll be attracted to some people and you won't be attracted to some other people. Or maybe you can verbalize the standards that you have for your friends. And if you can, that's great. Just be sure to be true to those standards and not let people that you don't click with, that are toxic to you, that are manipulative, or that just don't care about you. You just shouldn't be wasting your time on these people. And you should be freeing up your time so that you can meet more people that you click with and actually get along with so that you can be true friends with. You don't have any friends because you don't have the mindset that you're a people person. Maybe you're introverted, maybe you recharge your battery by going home and playing 6 hours of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. That one's too real. That's fine. You can be introverted and you can also be a people person. You need to get into the mindset that you like people. That's why you click on this video in the first place. So tell yourself, you're a people person. Every person is a people person. Communication story. So there was a German king in like the 1500s or something. Don't take this all at face value. It's not research. It's just off the top of my head. He wanted to see what language babies would speak if nobody spoke a word to them. So he had a bunch of nurses, take care of them, breastfeed them, burp them, change their diapers, all the physical things that a baby could possibly need, just nobody talking to them. And the babies died. They just straight up died after a few months. People need interaction. It's not just like I'm a social person. I'm not a social person. Whoever you are, you need social interaction. It's not healthy to not have any social interaction. So tell yourself and drill this fact in your head. You are a people person because everybody's a people person. We just have different ways of expressing it. If you want more of this type of content, be sure to check out the book linked in the description, How to Win Friends and Influence People. It's a super cheesy self-help book, but it's actually really helpful if you want to make friends or really do anything with people in your life. Anyway, stop watching me. Go say hi to your neighbors watering their lawn or something.